Welcome to the Powerlifting and Power Ballads podcast, where we bring you a weekly dose of powerlifting news, tips, and training advice with a touch of 80s rock ballads. This podcast is presented by Team Rohr Powerlifting, your source of the most comprehensive coaching and meet day preparation. Here are your hosts, Josh Rohr and Lara Sturm.
Are you ready? I'm hyped up on Mountain Dew. All right, welcome to the Powerlifting and Power Ballads podcast. This is episode 65. I'm one of your hosts, Lara Sturm, and I am hopped up on Mountain Dew.
And I'm Josh Rohr, and I'm just along for the ride today. This is episode 65, Masters 3B.
Oh, okay. I had to think about that for a second. It's been that long since I've been. Yeah, okay.
Got it. All right. Couple quick announcements. The South Georgia Barbell Brawl is this Saturday at South Georgia Barbell in Moultrie, Georgia. Come check it out. It should be a pretty good meet. Team
Where the
Rohr,
heck is Moultrie, Georgia?
It's basically, I'm trying to think. It's like Valdosta / North Florida /
okay.
down there somewhere.
All right.
I'll be honest. I'm going to the event. I'm bringing equipment down. I have not looked at Google Maps yet to know where I'm going. I honestly have no idea where I'm going, so I can't even give you a real good description of where it's at.
I do that all the time. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I think it'll take me an hour, and then I Google Map, and I'm like, oh, oops.
Yeah, well, I know it's close. I know it's close to Florida, and Florida is usually like the North Florida is usually like borderline 4 hours. So it's,
right.
I'm ballparking it in there somewhere.
Yeah. All right.
The other thing, the registration has opened for the Georgia State Championships, February 19th and 20th in Suwanee. I just looked at it opened at midnight last night, and I just looked at Lifting Cast. And there are, let me get a live update here. As of Monday, there are 42 lifters signed up.
Wow, already.
Yeah, and the first day. So I anticipate
powerlifting's back officially.
Mountain Dew. All right, you're already hyped up on Mountain Dew. Let's get to everybody's number 4 hype song. We had. Okay. Oh, I guess first of all, we need to make this announcement. A7 has jumped on board, and this list tournament winner is going to get a $50 gift card from A7.
Awesome! Wow.
So I made the announcement on social media, and surprisingly, a bunch more people sent a list in. So apparently, we got some A7 fans.
There you go.
It's not a shock.
People want, in. And what's not cool about talking about music anyway?
Right. So, exactly.
Right. And this is hype song. So get hyped.
Get hyped. So I also will say I did not do any more research than I did last week. So I know no more than I did last week, which is also probably not a shock to anybody. Did you do any research?
Zero.
Yes, man,
0.
We're killing it. Killing it.
Yes.
All right.
But I'm hyped.
You're hyped. Cool. All right. So, number 4. We'll start. All right. Lara's number 4 song, Motionless in White, Reincarnate.
Great song. It'll melt your face off.
You're too much right now. I don't know what that song is though. I'll have to listen to it before next week. Have you heard that story before?
Yes, I have. But Josh Rohr, you've actually heard the song before, because I guarantee I've lifted to it before in the gym.
How's it go?
There's a lot of screaming. My cat is
Oh man, this is a show of an episode today. Just so if you guys listen this far, it's only going to get worse.
Yeah. So this is what I have to deal with all day when I work at home. My cat climbs the back of my office chair, and then I try to spin around to get her off, and she holds on for dear life. It's weird.
Yeah. Well, at least
anyway,
does it ever jump up and grab the ceiling fan and just get spun around?
No, but if she could reach it, she would. It's going to happen. All right. So your song, number 4, Rammstein. Is it Rammstein or Rammstein? I never know.
I honestly don't know.
Hast.
Yeah, I'll say Rammstein. You said Rammstein, so
yeah,
one of us is right.
Du Hast. And we got a translation once about this song. You know what it actually means?
You hate me.
Yes, you hate me.
Yeah.
From our Norwegian friend, Jacob.
Hey, shout out to Jacob. I wonder what he's doing now.
Really, shout out to Jacob. He's out there doing things.
I should text him the link to the podcast because he drives truck. So be like, hey, while you're driving, why don't you give us a shout or give us a listen?
Right?
Yeah.
What else you're gonna do?
Yeah, it's true.
Drive. Charlie Jackson's song, number 4. I know the group. I'm not sure if this song is the one I'm thinking of. The Who, not WHO, but the Who, HU, is from Mongolia. And they are super cool. Yeah.
So I know this song. So this is the song where they're like, ah.
But they do that in all their songs.
That's true. You're right.
So
it's probably the one you're thinking of. Gretchen plays it all the time. I love this song.
It's cool.
It could have probably been on my list, but I haven't listened to it at a meet when I'm having a shitty day yet. So I can't tell you if it works or not. So I can't put it on my list.
It can't yet, but you need to go lift in a meet or something so you can do that. And then do shitty. Wait, no.
All right, Jim Battenfield, number 4. I don't even know how you say this. Jorge Quintero?
Jorge.
Is it?
I have no idea, actually.
Quintero, 300 Violin Orchestra. I know that song. It's awesome.
Another song. It's a great song.
Yeah, it's a great one.
All right. Cindi Jaeger has Royal Deluxe Dangerous. I like the song.
Don't know it.
You know it. You just don't know you know it.
How's it go?
I'm not singing.
I'm trying.
Nope.
I'm not giving up on that. Chris Peterson's number 4, Lil John, Throw It Up. Love that song.
Throw It Up. Wade Johnson. Wow. Shout out to Pantera. 5 Minutes Alone. That is a great song. Yes, I approve.
Yeah. I'm actually a little bit surprised. I'm not like, I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Like, Wade's had 2 really good songs so far. Korn Right Now and number 4 Pantera, 5 Minutes Alone. But his one-hit wonders list from the 80s that he sent in was questionable at best. So I'm very impressed so far with this list of Wade's.
Well, clearly he probably this is his hype songs.
Yeah.
It probably means a little bit more to him.
True. Chris Elmore.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, 2 thumbs up from Laura, I guess. Chris Elmore, Lamb of God, Laid to Rest. Can't say I know it.
I am familiar with the group, but I don't know that I know that song. Mike Hafenbrack. I'm not even sure if I'm saying that completely right.
Saying it right.
Oh, there you go. A perfect circle, counting bodies like sheep. I can't speak this. Counting bodies like sheep to the rhythm of a war drum. Ooh. I know Perfect Circle. I'm not sure of the song, but I like the name of it. Sure. I must know it.
Fun fact, Mike only has 4 toes on 1 foot. All right, Hannah Keith, number 4, Alien Ant Farm, Smooth Criminal.
I have so many questions about Mike's toes now.
I know, that's why I moved on so quick, because I wanted you just to be completely lost. Like, what?
Good job.
Did he say what I think he said?
Yes, that's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Okay. Shada White, number 4, B.O.B.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the artist or the song. That's all she submitted. So,
could be both.
I Googled it, and there's a band B.O.B. and then there's like 5 bands that have a song called B.O.B. So I wasn't going to speculate, and we're going to have to get an official ruling on that before the voting starts. But for now, right. B.O.B. Open to interpretation.
All right. Moving right along, Jeremy Hartman, number 4. His number 4 was Otherwise Soldiers.
I don't know it. You?
No.
He's going to be disappointed in me. Eric Cordero, Gallows, Queensberry Rules.
Don't know it. Ben Green. Benji. Number 4, Metallica, For Whom the Bell Tolls. Who doesn't know that song?
Yeah.
Every meet should open with that song.
Yeah. So, you know what? I agree. That's a great song to open to. Gino always opens with what? Do you know?
I can't say I do.
Yeah, I do. He always opens with "It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll."
Oh.
It's a long way to the top if you want to. What's it say? It's a long way to the top if you squat deep or something like that. I can't remember what he says, but it's fun trivia that nobody. Why would anybody?
If you're short, it's not really a long way. So
yeah, true.
There you go.
Stephen Fortenberry, NF Motivated. I don't know that. Do you?
I don't, but I'm motivated to learn more. Stacy Metcalf, Jay-Z, Run This Town.
It's a good one. I at least know that one. It's not one of my hype songs, but it's a good song, so I can see where she's going with that. Amy Pancake, Van Halen, Drop Dead Legs.
Woohoo!
Great song.
It is.
I don't know. Wouldn't be one of mine. So this is the first time that Amy and I's list have always been pretty similar, and I feel like this is the first time that our lists have gone 2 different directions. Although
so her hype idea and your hype idea might not be the same.
Yeah, but like our favorite, like our one-hit wonders and our 80s songs, all those were pretty similar. So it's an interesting variation there. Anyway.
There you go. All right. So I believe Megan Powell is a new player to our game. And her song is Cryjack's Stephanie. I'm sorry, her band is Cryjack's. The song is Stephanie.
Yep. No idea. Marshall Powell, number 4, A Day to Remember. I'm made of wax. Larry, what are you made of?
That's a great name for a song. I don't know the song, but I want to listen to it now because
I feel like
I
feel like I have more questions now than when I started.
Exactly. Jenna Weinstein, Mulan, Make a Man Out of You. Can't say I know it, but
same.
Sounds hypey.
Sounds hypey. Gretchen Patsios, Pitbull, I Believe That We Will Win.
I believe. Katie Dodge had Skindred, Nobody.
That one either.
So some pretty good songs there, and I'm hyped to have these all get into a Spotify list, Joshua.
Yeah, I'm gonna recruit somebody else to do that. I believe Stacy Metcalf volunteered herself to do it. Eric Cordero put together a Spotify playlist of every song we've talked about so far: power ballad, one hit wonder, hype song. Wow. It's pretty extensive. Road cruising song. It's pretty extensive. I think he said he's got 306 songs on it so far.
Wow. How can I get access to this list?
I will post it in the description of the episode.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah. So it's pretty all, I mean, if you think about it, it's pretty all over the place though, because
but
it's pretty, I mean, it's all really good songs. So
we are eclectic with our musical tastes, and we should listen to things. I'm so good with words tonight. Yeah. All right. So we're going to move on to the powerlifting situation. You're in a tight battle at nationals, down by only 5 kilos. You overhear the coach of your competition telling the lifter that they are going to drop their third pull by 7.5 at the last minute because that is all they need to win. You're pulling first. Assuming their math is correct, does this change your strategy?
No, it doesn't, because it's probably just a coach trying to they probably, if they really know what they're doing, they probably purposely said that to make sure that I heard, because if I'm the lifter, they didn't make sure my coach heard, they made sure I heard. That way I start questioning if I have enough turned in, because I'm pulling first, they're going to get the pull after me. my coach put in a number based on, the most I can get. That's, for sure to make them pull after, you always want to pull last if you can, but if they have a bigger deadlift, I got to pull the most I can pull and make sure I make it and force them to pull something big. So I think they're implying by saying this, that they can pull, they're planning on pulling 7.5 kilos more than what they actually need. So it's going to be a slam dunk. And right. I think it's a head game, and I don't even care if I hear that. And I wouldn't even double check their math, because if I'm pulling first, it has no reference on what I'm doing. So
yeah.
And I think it's all sideshow stuff. And I'll be honest, props to them for trying to pull that one off. And it probably would work for a lot of people that even if the lifter goes back to their coach and says, hey, they said they're going to drop to win, do we have the right number in? Some coaches might not be confident in what they turned in, and they might scramble and turn in a number that's higher and then end up missing. And then they don't even have to go out and pull their third. So I think this is all smoke and magic.
Mirrors.
Smoke and mirrors. That's what I'm trying to say.
Wow.
Yeah.
Words are hard for you too today.
Yeah. So to me, I don't even pay attention to it. I don't even care what they say. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. I mean, there are definitely coaches that will do things like that to try to get in lifters' heads, take any advantage that they can to do that. And, that's part of it. That's part of the sport, which is why I would always lift with headphones on, because I don't want to know what's going on. I don't want to know what's being said. I don't want to be watching lifters, especially if there's a lifter that's in front of me that's missing lifts. I don't need to see missed lifts. I don't need to see drama. I don't want to hear drama over here. I want to be right here.
Yeah,
blinders on.
And it's one thing. It's one thing if I'm walking by as the lifter and I overhear it. It's another thing when coach and lifter come stand right next to your chair and talk super duper loud. Like, okay, it's pretty obvious you want us to hear what you're saying. Like, you're not fooling anybody.
Right. So. Well, and there was one other interesting thing that happened a few times where a competitor of mine would turn in first attempts that were way higher than she actually intended on opening. Yeah. And that, when we're in weigh-ins and I could see what her opening attempts were while I'm doing my weigh-ins, and I saw that and I was just like, oh, I don't know if I got this today, and that was good.
Yeah.
And at the last minute, they did drop them down. And I was like, oh, this is the game. Oh,
yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. There's a lot of little things like that you can do. I mean, because we've talked about it over and over, how much of a mental aspect powerlifting is. So any little thing like that can just kind of rattle your opponent. I mean, it's all within the rules, but just don't forget to change the opener back or you're screwed.
Right. Boy. Yeah. I mean, there's definitely stuff that can go on like that. So yeah, you're right. I wouldn't change a thing with that. All right. So we also have a new lifter tip. The squat has a squat, and the start of the bench command is what we're going to talk about.
Say that again. That made no sense.
Well, just the way you have it written here. It's like, what the fuck's he trying to say? Okay. So you have 60 seconds to get the start command, whether it's squat or start when it's for the squat, or the start for the bench, right? So you have 60 seconds to get that command. Once you received, you're no longer confined to 60-second clocks. The 60-second clock. Wow. Words are so hard today. I'm just too hyped up.
Mountain Dew.
Too much caffeine. Anyway, after the command, wait until you're ready to begin before beginning your descent. Agree or disagree?
So what my excited friend is trying to say here, she basically, once you get the start command or the squat command, again, squat command is for squat, start is the command for bench press. Once you get that command, the clock essentially is no longer a factor. So you have essentially unlimited time at that point to begin the lift. You just have to get this actual start command within that 60-second clock. So where a lot of lifters go wrong, and I think we've even mentioned this before, but when that referee says squat or says start, like, don't immediately go into your descent. Like, take your breath, make sure you're braced, make sure you're balanced, and then begin your descent. And I think a lot of newer lifters, as soon as they think it's like a 100-yard dash where you hear the gun go off and you got to go right away. It's not like that. You just have to get that squat command within that 60 seconds, and then you have all the time you want to begin the actual squat.
Right. Start does not equal go.
Yeah.
And I think that's what people hear. Like they hear,
Yeah.
squat. It doesn't mean go.
Go when ready would be a good way.
Right.
To think about it.
Right.
Yeah.
At your leisure, whenever you'd like to now, go ahead and squat. I should say that.
Crikey, go ahead and squat now.
Whenever you feel like it. It's fine. Yeah. Yeah, but if you got the squat command and you wanted to re-rack the bar, what would happen?
That would be a no-go. So I've seen that happen before, where people get the squat command and then want to re-rack, and as soon as you leave your original footprint that is in the squat, then that's your attempt. It's a no lift. In the bench, like if you re-rack or pick your foot up or any of that stuff after the start command, then that would be a red light as well. So, make sure once you're in the elected position and get the start command, that means that you're in the correct position and you can't leave that position until you get the rack command.
Right. So it is a go in a way, but just go when you're really ready.
Yep.
Don't freak out.
Don't freak out.
Don't freak out. Don't get too hyped, or you just lose your mind and can't speak.
If only we had an example of that to let people know.
So weird. Crazy. All right. Well, that's all we've got today. Oh, there'll be more hilarity next week.
Yep.
Sure.
Maybe I'll have a Mountain Dew. Shoot, I probably need like a bourbon or something to like balance us out.
Next week I'll be the mellow one. You can be the hyped up one.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay.
All right. Well, don't forget to follow us on Instagram at PL Ballads Podcast and shoot us an email if you have any questions. We do still have our Q&A section that we'll do at the beginning. If anybody shoots us a training question, we'd be happy to answer it. Till next time. Later.
I have a question.
Okay.
I need to know about Mike's toes. Can we sneak that in next time?
We should just bring Mike on.
We should. That'd be great.
Let him explain.
All right, Mike, you're invited. Let's go.
All right. Awesome.
All right. Talk to you guys next week. Bye now.
Later.
Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed today's episode of the Powerlifting and Power Ballads podcast, please remember to subscribe and share it with your friends.